Think this might be live. Can anybody see me? I think it is. I'm just going to let others know. It's a little bit early, so I'm going to let others know that this is now where we are. So, live chat. Right. So I'm going to wait till 2 o'clock. We've got a few minutes, and I'm hoping that people can find me. So if you just bear with me for a moment. Can anybody see me? I don't know if anybody can send a message at all. I'm going to see whether I can see myself. I don't know. That's a bit strange, but I'm hoping that you might be able to see me. Live now. Good. That's promising. Okay, is that working? Is that working? Yes, it is. I'm going to. Is that working? Yes. Right. Okay. I'm convinced I'm here. So thank you so much for joining me. I've committed myself to a weekly fold. So at 2 o'clock on Wednesday, UK time, and also 8 o'clock on a Friday. So hopefully that overlaps on some time zones. Very exciting. We've already got people who may be watching from Tehran and from New York. So welcome. And this is very much dedicated to my colleagues, my dear friends at UCH, a hospital where I work, thinking of everybody working in hospitals at the moment. And in these times of COVID-19, thinking about our need for connection, for joyous moments, to think about other things and to smile and to feel connected. So many of us are in complete isolation because we're trying to support and trying to help. So I thought, since it's becoming close to spring, this is a really good time to do one of my favorite pieces of origami. So origami comes from Japanese, ori meaning fold, gami meaning paper. Paper originally coming from China. So as with all culture, we inform and we inspire each other. And origami is very much something which is passed on from one to another in a good way. And we can do that here live across the internet too. So I'm hoping, I normally work with people one-to-one in hospital and encourage them to get creative and a bit inspired. So I'm going to do my best to work this way. If anybody is able to send messages, if I'm not explaining things very well, please do send them. Before, I've done this on Facebook, but this quality is better. But I'm really very much learning. This is all an absolutely new adventure for me. So I'll be doing just one fold a week. And this week, I'm going to share with you the beautiful tulips, which hopefully will be something you can make your own little spring. So I'm going to show you each time using just normal paper. So depending on where you are, A4 paper, letter paper, just a normal piece of paper. You need nothing special for origami. It's very easy to feel you need something special and you don't. So I'm going to show you just from a piece of paper how to make a square and then how to fold something special. So for this tulip, you can see obviously I've used nice colours here, but we're going to use it from white paper, which shows up quite well. And so first of all, you need to get 2 pieces of paper. I'll let you go and grab those. I'm going to deliberately go quite slowly. This is a chance for you to just join me and enjoy a period of time where you can feel and know that others in the world are with you at this moment. So I'm just going to dig out some paper. And I'm going to get a board in a second. I can see there's a few of you there. And on Facebook, we had almost 40 people. But I'm keen to do it this way because I think more people in the end will be able to see this and it's better quality. So I'll be doing Friday night ones as well. Maybe that's the more adult one. I don't know. So I'm going to direct down onto my lap here. I hope you'll be able to see. So first of all, we're going to make a little square, because actually for the tulip, it looks nice if you have a smaller piece of paper for the head. So take your piece of paper and fold it in half. So with origami, be really nice and exact. And there's something very soothing about getting things right, taking your time, giving these lovely strong folds, because it does give it the structure and the strength. And you'll find everything goes well if you just take your time. It's actually not about the end product, it's about enjoying this little journey that we'll go through. So I'm just wanting to make a smaller square, so I'm going to tear along there and then we'll make a smaller square. And actually it just has a very calming effect using some materials that we all have. We take paper for granted. So I want to make a little square from this. So I'm just going to take the corner and fold it down here in a straight line, like so. There we go. And with time, we'll get to know more and more pieces. And this is very much aimed. So you see, I've just simply folded it up to that line, so it's all lined up. And then I'm going to get rid of that little strip. So I fold it over, turn it over, and then fold it back here. There are loads of brilliant YouTube videos as well, so I thoroughly recommend looking up, finding your own ones. I just thought it'd be nice if we're here all together. It's from this time and a celebration of what's possible with very little. There we go. So a small square. You've already got a nice diagonal. Now we're going to do another diagonal there. So there we go. We've done both diagonals, like so. So we've done them on this side, and then if you turn it over, it's like a little tent there. And we're going to do a horizontal and a vertical line. So again, just take your time, folding it over. This will be recorded as well, so you can pause, go back. I've actually learnt mostly through YouTube videos. I found them very good. And you don't even need a language. I've followed videos from around the world and it's rather lovely. All you need to see is somebody's hands, which is something we can't really go near for now. So hopefully it feels a little bit of connection with something nice. There we go. So you open it up. This is a point I really like, getting your finger underneath the middle and then pushing it up, and it sort of pops up, and you should then be able to simply press it to become a triangle, like so. Now take one of these little corners and bring it up to the top here. So I hope you're keeping fit as well. That's really important for your physical well-being, is very important, and that's very good mentally as well. But this is my effort to bring you a little bit of a mental workout too. It's a bit of a challenge, but it's about persistence and enjoying, knowing you will get there eventually, but enjoying that challenge. So you see I'm folding up each of those corners up to the top, like so. Turning it over, and the same thing, take a corner, bring it up. Here we go. And then this corner. Oh, Penny, hello. Oh, that's nice. I know someone's there, because it's a bit strange. I'm sort of talking to myself. That's not something I normally do. I really appreciate those little comments from the side. I know then it's working. There we go. So there's these little flaps. If you think of this as leaves of a book. So if you just turn over a leaf, fresh leaf, and on the back, again, where there's these loose little flaps, I want you to turn the page over. So then all you're seeing, one side is smooth and the back smooth. Now, if we make sure that we've got it all the same way, can you see there's like little pockets there? So if we have that at the top, That's it. And I want you to fold this just a bit over the middle line. Can you see there's a middle line there? So just a bit over the middle from the top. And I know some of you are very much experienced origami. Some have no experience at all. That's even more exciting. That's a new experience. And for those of you who've done this before, it's actually very relaxing to do something that you've may be familiar with. And for others, this is a whole new experience. And the more you do it, the easier it will get. So maybe you could make your own little origami spring. So I've done the side, folded just over the middle, and I'm going to do the same again for this side. So I'm taking my time. I hope you're keeping up. Don't know whether you are. I hope so. You can always go back. There we go. So I'm going to turn it round, and on the back, the same thing. So just slightly over the middle, it will become apparent why. It's actually those little pockets will be very useful. It's a very clever design. So from what I understand, this is a traditional piece of origami. So these will be amazing old discoveries that have been passed on from one person to another. That's it. There we go. So the next part is quite interesting. We've got this little pocket, and we're going to take one and pop it into the other. So you'll probably have to curve it round and tuck it in like so. There we go. Don't think it matters which goes into which. Turn it to the back, and then again the same thing. So if we curve that in, so I'm hoping with time this will all grow, and that we can have this as our weekly fold. A little bit of a mental workout, and just knowing that you're with others, and slowly you'll master one, and then the next week you'll be ready for another. You could have coloured this paper as well, so you can make it really unique. I've also set up a Facebook group called Join the Fold Origami to Beat Boredom and Stress, really, as well. So that's a place you can share your creations. I'd love to see what you make. So this triangle here, I want to just give it a little line there. So I'm going to fold it up a tiny bit. Hope you can see all this well. I figured a black top would help. There we go. And then turn to the side. I'm going to slightly open it up. So at the moment, it's a sort of a flat pack flower, but you need to open it. So there is actually a little hole at the end here. Now, one way we could push it in, but I think the easiest to explain is actually to blow into it. Now, this is obviously not something to give anybody else. This is just for you, but it's quite fun. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to blow it up. Let's see if it works. This is the point I get my lipstick on it. Hang on. Can you see? It expanded it. There we go. And I'm also slightly pushing it down, and it's become, can you see it's become three-dimensional with lipstick. There we go. I've got dressed up to stay in. And then we've got these little petals, and we can curl them down like so. So there's 4 little petals. It's a lovely moment. Think of spring. This is such a nice time of year. And it does give hope to see nature. I think nature's enjoying a little break from us all running around, and less pollution. The birds are outside tweeting away. And this is a way you can create your own lasting little flower. So there we go. So there's the tulip there. And we can also make, I hope yours has worked. You can always turn back to that. And I'm going to show you how to make the stem as well. So for the stem, another piece of paper. I hope I didn't start too quickly. I can see the numbers have gone up, and you may have been joining midway through. I'll be doing another fold again on Friday at 8 o'clock in the evening. And you can always wind back through this as well. It'll be saved. So I'm going to show you next how to make the stem. So like this, we've made the top, and now we're going to make the stem, and it all stands together, no glue. It's pretty amazing, and it's a real balancing act, you will see. So next piece of paper, I'm going to direct it again down onto my lap, and we're going to make a bigger square this time. So taking the corner and folding it over here, keeping this all in a nice straight line. That's it. The lighting's quite good here, so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, great thing is with paper, you can refold until it's just right. So normally we write or draw on paper, or we throw it away, and you can make useful three-dimensional things. So again, this lovely strong line, it will stand you well because you'll be able to then tear it easily. So again, we want to remove this strip, so turn it over, and then I find it easiest to fold it back in a straight line. Hope I'm not going too fast. I can't tell. I think on Facebook I got a lot more comments from people, so I hope you're still tuning in. With time it'll get easier. There we go, and I'm going to get rid of that strip. So if it's a good strong fold, it should easily rip. And I'm keen to show you this way because you know you need no special equipment, nothing special, just your time and care. So we're going to make a stem from this. So if you turn this over, like so, I already think it's like a stingray or something. It's a beautiful structure. I enjoy playing with each of these structures. So we're going to take a side and we're going to fold it to the middle. Make sure it's really through the tip. Again, you might find it easier on the surface, so I'm also pressing down. Like so. It's a bit like making a paper aeroplane now, isn't it? I'll have to show you one of those one week. And then the same on the other side. Like so. There we go. Oh, slightly ripped that. Never mind. It's all right. Considering what you're doing as well, a draft, with time, you'll get more precise. It's a lot of origami is about precision and confidence. And with time, you will gain that. It's about giving yourself a chance to be a bit playful, enjoy this process. So we've got the long end there. The short end now, we're going to do the same thing, really. Folding that to the middle. Like so. Okay. So I'm thinking of you, Claire, in New York at the moment. And maybe Ali in Tehran. And many friends who are maybe in isolation back in Britain, which is where I am. I'm in Oxford at the moment. Very nice and quiet. People have been good. Just having one walk a day if you're well, and that's it. That's it. Sorry, so our next step, I was doing it without thinking, is where it's a longer end, we're going to take the side and fold it into the middle, like so. It's getting quite tough now, and that's important because actually you need the stem to be quite strong. So I'm then folding it here into the middle. There we go. So can you see? And our next step is we're going to fold it. So the top down to the bottom tip in half, like so. So it will naturally go to the right point, like so. There we go. And then where it's the smooth side, fold it in half, like that. Now you can see it's very, very close. So where it's, you slightly release the bottom of it, you should be able to take that back leaf and curl it a little bit and then close it again at the bottom. So there you go. We can then put it together. I'm going to bring it up again. Here we go. So the flower that we made earlier has got a little hole with my lipstick, and you can pop that into the hole, and there you go. And you should be able to grip the bottom and pop it down, and it should be able to balance like so. Ta-da! I hope you've managed to make a flower, and if not, you can go back through that. I can also maybe send some links as well to some good instructions. There are other good YouTube videos as well, but I thought it'd be lovely if we could join each week, either 2 o'clock on a Wednesday or 8 o'clock at night on a Friday UK time. And I hope this has just brought a little moment of something different. Focus your mind on making something beautiful, celebrate spring, and be kind to yourself and kind to others. Thank you very much. Bye bye.